Blue on the man on the moon.
Is that what you've written down for this episode?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
I've only just sat down.
I know, sorry.
Well, I'm going to use that.
Just warming up. I'm just...
No, that's the intro.
That's the intro.
And I wasn't even sitting down on the chair because I thought I'd better get back there pretty quick.
Pronto.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel like we sung enough of Around the Twist and Creed.
Well, I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
No, I think maybe another verse of Round the Twist would be...
I don't remember any of the words.
You do. You sung it every time.
Is there more to it, though?
It doesn't need more.
Okay.
We know what it is in our hearts.
It's right, yes, you're right.
We're doing a Round the Twist viewing session, a movie night. How many seasons was there? Not enough, you're right.
It's true. It's very true.
Well, welcome to the Jobs of Knowledge podcast.
Everybody.
You know what? That start feels all quirky, but that's pretty normal for what goes on around here.
Genuinely what happens every time.
So instead of watching Round the Twist right now, you can listen to some knowledge and then watch Round the Twist after.
After? Is it on Netflix?
Stan?
Okay, fair enough.
Wherever it is, we'll find it. But right now, we're going to find your insides, your brain, and feed you with knowledge so you're very, very full and never have to wonder what anything is in the world again.
Wow.
Yes.
That was profound.
Indeed.
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 Huzzah.
What are we learning about?
Lions.
Oh, are you lying to me?
I'm lying to you.
Oh,
But I'm
that's comedy gold.
There's a lot of pride coming from this one.
Okay. Well, don't leave a scar, mate.
Don't.
Got him?
I'm your main man.
Oh, my God. Well.
Lions.
Yep. Yes. Rawr.
Lions and tigers and bears.
No, let's just do lions. What's the first fact?
Okay, they can run up to 80 kilometers an hour.
That's quick, actually.
That's terrifying.
How fast can a human run?
Hey Siri.
Yeah.
Like I would think, or let's go off like someone like Usain Bolt for a bit of funsies. Like what's the average, and then what's Usain Bolt, and then at least now we know that a lion can run up to 80 kilometers an hour.
Let's have a look at this.
Okay.
Oh, how fast can a human run?
Okay.
A human could run 13 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. Look, there's a joke where there's two guys taking photos of lions out in the Sahara, and one of them's like taking a photo, and you can see he can hear in the distance, roar, roar, roar. And he's like, oh yeah, cool, gets a little bit closer, and the other one's like, all right, I'll get closer as well. Roar, roar, roar. You hear the lion going, and then one of the guys turns around, looks at the other guy. He's putting his Nike sneakers on.
Okay.
He goes, mate, you're not going to be able to run him. He goes, I don't have to run outrunning him. I just have to outrun you. And the thing is, he's only going 13 kilometers an hour. I feel like it's going to go real quick.
I'm just...
It was a bad joke.
I'm just let down.
Oh. Are you lying down?
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Okay, so...
I really want to put this, in every James Bond movie when the lion roars at the start out of that weird circle with the banner around it.
Oh, Maestro.
Nitro Circus, yes. We need to put that at the start.
Looney Tunes, except
yes, that's all, folks.
Anyway.
Sorry, James is dial-up internet.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. But I get there in the end. Josh.
Yes.
How heavy... are female lions?
I would say a female lion is 86 kilograms.
You're a bit shy. It's 130 kilograms, between 128 and 130 kilograms. How about a male lion?
It's going to be over 130.
Yes.
I'm going to go 170 kilograms.
Close. They're between 178 kilos and 190.
Girth.
They're not light.
That's pure girth.
Pure muscle.
That's a dense lion.
So obviously the weight and their power behind them is to help with their, going after their prey. And defending their pride.
Wish I could defend my pride. Those were the days.
Well, look.
Can't find it anywhere.
No. Lions
Yeah, I've heard of them.
are pretty big eaters, yeah, you would think?
Hungry, yeah.
they're
Well,
hungry,
if you're that dense, you've
So-
got to get sustenance.
Correct. So you're looking at 190 kilograms versus 130 kilograms for females, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can eat up to 40 kilograms in a single sitting, in a single meal, right? It's about a quarter of their body weight.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, that's basically what I eat when I'm eating an HSP or I have KFC for dinner.
Yeah.
It's about a quarter of my body weight.
You know
But-
when you used to go to the shop and order like $5 worth of chips?
Yes.
I wish you could do that with HSP. Just $20 worth of HSP.
Just 20 bucks
thanks.
worth. Minimum chips? No.
No such thing.
Can I get a family size thing?
I always get a maximum chips.
Always the max.
Extra chicken salt.
How many lions do you reckon, like how many lion species do you think there are? So you remember how we're talking about, like, we've got all those different types
21.
You reckon there's 21?
I reckon it's 21 exactly.
You need to get rid of the one.
20.
There's 2.
Damn.
There's only 2. But they're formally recognised subcategories, subspecies.
What about the Tasmanian tiger? Is that a lion?
tiger.
Yeah, well,
The word
James.
tiger is in
Well,
it. Does it have a mane?
Yes.
What?
It's my main species to avoid in 1932.
There are 2 formally recognised lion subspecies, Josh.
All right.
You've got the African and the Asiatic.
The Asiatic.
The Asiatic.
All right.
Or the Asiatic. The Adriatic furniture.
Adrian Monk.
The Adrian monk lions.
Yes.
Now, the African lion lives
In the jungle.
of Africa, yes. The
Yes.
jungles of Africa.
We're finishing each other's sentences.
Sandwiches.
Oh, God.
so obviously-
my sandwich has
Lion.
chicken, lion on it.
So, lions.
No, James, we have to talk about our relationship now. We never used to be like that. We've lost him, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh-wee.
It's fine. We can
Now
chat
I want a
later.
chicken sandwich.
I want a lion
A
sandwich.
lion sandwich.
Yes.
Only 40 kilograms
Oh,
per sitting.
per sitting each.
Now, an African lion,
That'd be a
Josh,
good food
it
challenge.
would be a really good
An
food challenge.
African lion.
Yep. Lives in Africa
What?
and
suburbs.
usually the the suburbs of the Sahara Desert.
Good.
Okay.
Downtown.
But the Asiatic lion or the Adriatic furniture lion,
Oh, yes.
or what did you say, the monk lion?
I don't know.
Adrian monk lion,
I don't remember any.
exists in one small population in the Gir Forest National Park in Western India.
Oh, yes. Why does every country in the world have a lion on their badge, but there's not lions everywhere? So the UK
Oh,
obviously
yeah,
is
okay.
their soccer team is the 3 lions.
Yep. You got 3 lions.
There's 3 lions on their badge.
The Sri Lankan flag has a lion.
I mean, close to India, so maybe one could
Yeah.
sneak across.
There you go.
But the UK is as a good example. Where are the lions in the UK?
Trafalgar Square.
Oh, yes, Trafalgar Square. I was going to say maybe out in the Toon in Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool, fair.
Yes.
Did you know, Josh, that lion cubs start off spotty?
Oh.
They've all got like
Leopard spots.
yeah, or
Like-
chicken pox.
Like
No.
13-year-old girls walking around in a rural town. With jeggings, chaps.
They all start off with jeggings,
Jeggings.
and then they grow out of them as they get older.
Yes.
No, did you know that, lion? So lion cubs
Mm.
will actually have like rosettes or spots on their sandy coats.
Okay.
They're beautiful
Well, how do
sandy
you know?
coats.
What if they get mixed up with a pack of cheetahs and they take the wrong kid?
Oh,
Whoa.
that could be interesting.
Why isn't my
Why isn't
son
he-
growing a mane?
Why is he so slow?
Why is he? Why are you so slow?
Why is he so slow? 80 kilometres, is that it?
Why is your head so hairy?
Well, he's a lot bigger than I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll generally just disappear as they get older and they mature.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now,
Well,
so the lion's mane, right?
yep.
We're talking about the lion's mane. Is actually a little bit cooler than you think.
Well,
I
did it was
think
cool
they're
at the
pretty
start?
cool,
Yeah, they're
but-
cool. Would you consider me to have a mane?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Because as we know, male lions grow a pretty impressive neck beard as they get older.
And they're really into Black Sabbath.
They are.
Yes. They still live in their mum's
They
basement,
still live in their mum's basement.
eat Cheetos, and play the Nintendo 64.
But they'll typically grow up to 16 centimeters long
Mm.
and usually, will get darker as they get older.
Tanned.
Yes. Yeah,
Well,
usually.
Africa. The sun is beaming down.
Yeah.
I would know. I can't go in the sun. I singe.
You singe.
Singe. James, singe. What?
I don't know. I think the word singe
Why are
is
you
just
repeating the word?
you know how when you say a word for too many times, it just doesn't make sense anymore? The
I
word
said
singe.
I said it once and you look
Yeah,
confused.
but I think it's probably because I said singed more than once.
Okay,
Like singe.
fine.
Do you singe?
No, what?
See?
Oh, God.
See?
Yeah, no.
It
that
genuinely makes no
genuinely
sense.
stumped me.
So you don't burn your singe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get
well,
light char.
Get a mane. Get a
What do
mane.
you mean get a mane? Look
Get a
at
better
me.
neck beard than you have.
I shaved it
It
off.
is a very nice beard though.
Thank you.
It's gotten longer.
I haven't shaved it for a while.
You haven't shaved it for a while. I'm actually thinking of going just the mo. Just the mustache.
We're going to get a poll up on the Instagram, which is at Drop Some Knowledge Podcast.
Yep.
Follow us on the Reels and the TikToks
Yes.
and the podcasts
The
apps.
tubes.
But we're going to put up a poll to see if James should shave just a mustache.
I mean, okay, so for those that are watching on YouTube and you'll see on TikTok as well, here it is. Here's my beard,
Exhibit A.
right? Bit fuzzy, hasn't been really looked after by myself. But I'm thinking of getting rid of it. Not completely, not skin, because I can't do that. I'll look like a child.
Oh,
But, I'll go lighter,
okay.
I think.
Okay. Well, look, are you going to twirl the ends of the mustache?
I probably would, let's be honest. Or I kind of cut it so it looks like, Henry Cavill in, what was that movie that he was in?
That doesn't
Mission Impossible 37.
No. Was he in one of those?
I don't remember which one it was.
Okay.
Or
fine. In Superman.
Superman where he refused to shave it, so they had to throw a whole bunch of money at it so they could
I wouldn't shave my beard for that sort of money.
CGI it off.
You had to dye
The
it
Man
green.
from Uncle, I think he was in with a giant mustache as well. It's quite lovely. Anyway, the lion's mane,
band?
Josh.
Oh,
the lion's mane,
lion's
Josh.
mane. Yes.
So, like I said, pretty impressive beard, 16 centimeters long. Seen as pretty to a sign of dominance,
Yep.
And as they get older, they get darker. Now, it's also used to attract females.
Oh, yes.
This thing,
I
right?
know.
So,
Yeah, I know.
So their manes also protect their neck and head from injuries during fights.
Oh,
So here's the cool bit that I thought.
I should get into more fights.
Well, this is the thing. The older and wiser they get, the thicker and longer the manes get,
I am getting older,
which
and
means they
wiser.
win more fights. So they're the undisputed champion style belt is kind of like the thickness and the length of the mane.
Am I a lion?
I think you're getting there.
Wow.
Grow it longer.
Well, I am. But
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
technically I'm older than I was when I started growing.
See, there it is.
You
It's
see
getting,
it-
is it getting darker? Because like your hair's definitely got darker since I've known you.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I can't see my beard. You have to tell me.
It's getting there.
Thank you.
It's not as dark as your head is. Though.
No, I know that.
Yes.
But I can only grow what comes out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an interesting sentence. But
No, I meant
It
every
makes
word.
sense,
I meant
but
every
yes.
word.
here's an interesting one about Cubs, Josh.
Oh, Cub
Cubs.
Penguin.
Club Penguin. Did you know that Club Penguin is actually sorry.
Okay.
Did you know about
Well, you actually
Cubs?
had one. I was
No.
like, surely you haven't pulled that
I
one off.
have done that before.
Yeah, I know you have. And that's
Pulled
why
out some
half of me
crazy
actually
ones.
thought maybe.
So did you know that they
Yes.
actually feed from any female lion in their pride?
What? Feed?
So, a pride of lions is usually made up to about 20 or 30 lions, okay? Which is typically made up of related females and their cubs, plus a male and a small group of males to defend the pride,
Okay.
okay? The lionesses rear or feed their cubs together, and the cubs will actually suckle from any female that has milk, not just their mother.
Oh, must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
So, I would classify that as a milk bar.
A milk bar. This. Oh no! I've lost it. I can only imagine going down to the milk bar on the corner and there's just 12
What's
women
happening?
lined up and be like,
What's having a roaring good time.
Oh my god! I mean,
can I have
that's not politically correct these days, but in the 50s,
Just the oat milk, Mum.
just which one of you has oat?
I think that's oat over there.
Otis, I think.
Otis. Oh, God. Otis the dog or the cat?
The dog.
Was it the dog? Or was it Milo? I don't remember. Somebody tell me. Was it Milo or Otis was the dog, a cat or a dog? I don't remember.
Message him personally so I don't have to see it. And abuse
04.
him. 04.
Lions will actually get water from plants.
Very smart, like a cacti.
Well, you've got these sorts of things. So, lions can obviously adapt to most climates pretty quickly, but generally live in some pretty harsh and dry areas, yeah?
Correct.
So, there's such places like I said, the Sahara or the Kalahari Desert.
Calamari Desert.
Calamari Desert.
How does calamari get in the desert?
A swallow.
Oh,
It picks it up.
a
and it
stork,
flies
James,
it.
like a baby.
Is it African or European?
Why not both? They can fly. They're close. James, think about what I'm telling you right now.
I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
this is all good information.
I'm sad you missed my Monty Python joke. But
I
anyway.
don't. I'm not that old.
Oh, come on.
I'm not.
Anyway, they get most of their water from their prey, right? But they will also get a lot of their water from plants such as the Tamana melon, small cacti, and obviously like little oases and oasis.
Yep. Yes, must my favorite
water
sauce to put on
holes.
sushi.
Water holes, usually away from Pumbaa.
Holes of water.
Holes of water. But yeah, so
Holy
like,
water.
Like I reckon that, we have a lot of like cats and dogs will eat grass when they're feeling unwell.
Will they?
But I reckon, yeah.
Oh.
But I reckon they will also do that just to get like, a little bit of nutrients
Just
sometimes.
sort of
I
vomit
would
it
think.
all up.
Yeah.
Bulimic dog.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
No.
dark.
Dark. Have you ever seen a cat's tongue, Josh?
No, but I felt a cat's tongue and it feels like sandpaper.
It does. Can you look up a lion's tongue, please?
All right,
on
but you
your
feel
phone?
while I'm Googling
So,
this.
if you've ever seen a cat's tongue or a big cat's tongue, because obviously lions and tigers are known as big cats, if you look it up if you haven't, like Josh is doing now, but their tongues have sharp pointed rasps
Oh, God.
called papillae on them. How crazy is that?
Why does it look like that?
So we'll try and flick up a picture of it on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. But how weird is that? So
It's, yeah. You
you've
know
ever
those
seen-
photos of people who are scared of holes?
yeah, the
Is this you? Are you a
tryptophobia.
scared of holes person?
No, my mum and my sister are though.
It's just, that's probably what I'm
tryptophobia.
thinking of. It looks like that.
Yeah,
So if I showed your sister a photo of a lion's
she'd
tongue,
probably be a little bit weirded out. I reckon.
Mm.
Bit weirded out.
it's so lumpy.
But they're called
Oh, look at that one.
yeah, they're called papillae. That's what I wanted you to find. So they're called papillae, which are used to scrape meat off the bones of their prey.
Oh, my Lord.
So what you feel when cats usually lick you, it's quite rough. Like it is very rough. It
is
looks like if you've ever gone to Bunnings and gone to like the tool shop
60 grit.
and picked up a rasp,
Oh,
that's what it looks like. It's
yes.
just there's like these really
Serrated.
hard, serrated wearing looking like blades on their teeth,
Correct.
on their tongue.
yes.
Crazy. Looks really cool though. But having said that,
Yes.
scraping meat off bone,
Fantastic.
hunting.
Sorry. This
Yeah, can you
ball-
just roll the ball back up?
Yes.
Thank you. Did you know that lions love to hunt during storms?
Why?
Well,
Because they
I'll-
can't.
I'll tell you.
Well, can I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it so that their scent is covered?
That is possibly one reason.
Okay.
But what happens
You can't hear
during a
them coming
violent
'cause
storm?
the-
There
Yeah,
it is,
yes,
the
yeah.
violent storm. So lions will do most of their hunting during the night, and that's
Hmm.
because they have very good night vision.
Yes.
Okay, so the nights have adapted to their eyes have adapted to the dark.
You got those goggles. That
Yeah,
You get.
and obviously it gives them a huge advantage against their prey.
Correct.
Now, they hunt during storms as the noise and the wind make it harder to be heard by their late night feed.
Simply brilliant.
Simply brilliant. And it's the same sort of thing. Like I said, like obviously when it rains, there's a lot of when it rains in Africa. Sorry.
Take a line to drag me away from you.
There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the
Oh, God.
rains down in
Africa.
Africa. I bless the
Oh, bless the rain. Oh, no,
Bless the
I'm
rain.
sitting with Jimmy Barnes. Why are you floating above a hill?
When hunting,
Yeah.
Josh, the lionesses have a specific role.
Jeez, I hope so. They're just hanging out, waiting for some food.
Now,
waiting for Uber Eats to show up.
No, lionesses and the whole stereotype of the woman in the kitchen kind of thing comes to mind.
Interesting.
But that's because they're the ones that go hunting, Josh.
The women.
The lionesses are the ones that do the hunting.
Ah, okay.
Okay, in the pride.
Fantastic.
All right. So while the women are out hunting, the men are, protecting the pride and protecting the area and protecting the cubs. That's the idea.
Okay.
Okay. But I say, I jokingly say the whole staying in the kitchen thing, but it's more like they're playing death-based soccer or football
Okay.
because they all play their positions.
Ah, yes, the old 4-4-2.
The 4-4-2 or
The 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Attack.
Or
3 at the back?
the 3 at the back.
Yeah, fantastic.
But they play centre or they play wing, Josh.
Wing.
Yeah, usually I like a wing.
I know you like a
Chicken
wing.
wing. Usually playing in the soccer on a wing.
On the wing,
I played
yeah.
on the wing when I was playing.
When you're on a plane, the wings
Yeah,
are on.
the wings are definitely
They're
on.
attached. That's good.
But the wings will usually kind of push and chance to prey towards the centres for the killing stroke.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, or to kick a goal. I was always confused.
Top bins.
I was always confused.
No, I'm confused. What if there's a keeper?
But the whole idea was they would basically push them into the central, or to the centre players.
Time to die.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Right?
I can see.
It's quite cool.
Oh, surely David Attenborough's done something on that.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely. That's one we should look at. We should watch like The World or
Our
what is
Planet.
it? Our Planet. That's what it is.
Our Planet.
It's a great one.
All of them are great.
Yeah,
Have you
they
seen the
are.
one with the lizard running from the snakes?
No.
Oh,
I
my
need to
God.
watch. I haven't watched Dave Attenborough do stuff in years.
If anyone out there knows about the lizard and the snakes, please educate this man. I'm going to show him this after, but I would appreciate the abuse his way.
I'm going to cop it now.
Can you please send him a message and tell him he's a bloody numpty, all right, for not knowing
What an idiot.
he's being silly for not knowing the lizard and the snakes.
I'm sorry. I should watch The Lizard.
But I'm going to show him after this, so rest easy tonight, listeners.
my new band. Lizard
James
Snakes.
Paffer and the Lizard Snakes.
Yeah, Lizard Snakes.
Yeah, I can't never listen to that band.
Lions are the only cats that roar together.
So hang on, normal
as
cats.
a pride.
Okay.
They all roar together.
So a cat won't meow with another cat.
You'll hear that they kind of meow, meow back and forth.
Conversation.
I'm talking conversationally, but I'm talking like the whole pride will roar in unison.
As an intimidation.
Yes.
Ah.
To warn off those that are coming along, or so they can
Yeah, that'd
actually. It's insane because it's not just the adults that roar together. Okay, you can hear some little mews from the cubs.
Oh, they listen to
Little
Muse.
They listen to Muse. So little Muse can be heard for the 40-second long session. So it usually goes 40 seconds, these roars.
Doesn't sound long, but when you think
No.
about it, that's a long time.
That's a long time. But yeah, you can hear it from the cubs as well, which is kind of cute. But these roars can typically be heard from over 8 kilometres away.
Far.
It's huge.
When people say stuff like that, I wonder how much you can actually hear it though. So are they saying
And it would be surprising.
oh, you can just hear a
Or can
and then you
hear-
take one step back and you're like, nope, can't hear it.
Yeah, can't hear it, but then you take 2 steps
Get the
forward.
clicky wheel.
Yes.
We're measuring back to the lions.
Gets right up to their nose. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
We're just measuring.
Just measuring.
Just measuring. We'll be out of your pride in a minute.
Don't worry, we're using the metrics.
We're just checking where Pride Rock is in relation to the hotel we've chucked in.
Why is there a wild boar following me?
That's true. Now,
Yes.
I want to end on a informational note. A little
Public
bit more
service
public
announcement.
service announcement. A little bit more serious than the ones that I've done.
Look up dropsomeknowledge.org where you can make a donation to our
Yes.
not-for-profit organisation.
Exactly.
For just $1 a month, you can help this poor man get his family-sized HSP.
Please
Please
give generously.
give generously.
I need to get more tzatziki on it.
Yes. He has the funds for garlic sauce, but no chili sauce.
No. I need a bit of barbecue on there too.
And a bit, well, okay, now you're just getting
I'm
greedy.
sorry.
You're just getting
Sorry.
greedy.
So
Gold
we're
coin
going to
donation.
drop down a little bit here.
We just did, James. You brought the
Okay.
mood
Are
down
you
by
ready?
advertising your GoFundMe.
It's true, but are you ready for this?
I don't know.
There are thought to be as few as 23,000 lions left in the wild.
Just lions.
Lions. Now, if you think about it, now you remember we did elephants.
Correct.
There's about just over 400,000 of them left
okay.
in the wild.
Yes. Quite
So,
the difference.
It's a big difference.
I assume they're hunted for game.
Well, see, the fact that the lions have disappeared from over 90% of the historical range.
You bloody hunting scumbags.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So African lion numbers are thought to have declined for over by about 40% in just 3 generations. Okay. Main threats are usually like preemptive killing to protect livestock and people, decreasing natural prey and habitat, so expanding human settlements and things like that is usually the reasoning, which means less available grazing. So when the natural prey is scarce, lions can cause grave losses to livestock, which can destroy the income of local people, which is why they try to push them away.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Or they hunt them for sport.
Unfortunately, I think if I owned land with cattle for my livelihood and a lion was coming in,
correct,
I'd do the means necessary to get rid of the lion.
You do what you need to do. This is right.
Well,
now,
to fix the population problem, I vote we send them to Tasmania.
You reckon?
Well, you see, James, they've already handled their thylacine problem.
Yep. Okay.
But now they seem quite regretful about that. So
I
let's
think
give
so.
them another chance.
Let's give them another reason.
Let's send 23,000 lions down to Tasmania for just $1 a month. You can donate to the not-for-profit organisation at dropsofknowledge.org to send 23,000 lions down to Tasmania. Yes, that's right, viewers. We're going to book the Spirit of Tasmania. We're going to pack them up in a truck and we're going to release them onto those apple-eating bloody mongrels down there. All right?
Can you imagine getting off? So you get in your car, you get off at Devonport. Get off at Devonport at the north, and you drive through the Bass Strait, the Bass Highway.
You go down the Bass,
down the Bass Highway, which is a big main road up the guts of Tassie, and you just see a pride of lions just sitting in the corner.
I don't think anyone would blink twice.
I really don't think so. I thought, oh, that's different.
Oh, lovely.
That's different. That's
Look,
unusual.
Children, lions.
Lions. Everyone's click, 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 click.
Ooh, this lens can zoom mighty far.
My little
I don't have a lens on. My face is off. That sort of stuff.
Good movie, Face Off.
Oh, has it got Nicolas Cage?
It does.
Oh, great film then.
And John Travolta.
It does.
Yeah.
James, I have something. Do you have more? I was going to end on something.
No. It was basically, these are things that people need to be aware of. That not only it's not just climate change and it's not just illegal wildlife trade. There are obviously
other contraindications.
We are expanding exponentially in these countries and having settlements that are moving forward. So we are pushing a lot of these things to move on down the evolutionary path, unfortunately.
Well, that confirms that James Papa Frame is for the child limit.
Yes.
You can take that to the bank.
You can take that to the bank.
Put that in your toaster and toast it. World.
So what were you going to say?
Oh, something much more lighthearted than that. I was going to say, ending on a completely irrelevant topic.
And we love doing that, as you guys would be well aware.
I asked someone a question recently. I don't know if I asked you this or not.
Okay.
In their prime, who's a bigger actor?
Right.
Nick Cage or Johnny Depp?
In their prime.
Who at their prime was the biggest star?
Nick Cage peaked too early.
Well, early or not, James. I know how passionate you are about the Cage Man.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, but at their peak,
he was supposed to be Superman, mate.
Was he?
Yeah, it was a movie. I got to show you that.
Well, so you think it's Nick Cage?
I think in their prime, I think Nick Cage. But if you have a look at I don't.
So you think Johnny Depp has the longevity?
I think he's got the longevity, and I reckon it's because if you have a look at the most recent movies that Nicolas Cage has done, it's literally him playing himself.
Like Eddie Murphy, like an Nutty Professor.
Yes, so he's
or
doing
Adam
that sort
Sandler.
of thing. Or you've got Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Yeah. But then you've got Mr. Depp, who has been part of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. He has also, I find him doing a lot more for the community, the wider community.
Yes, I'm more saying like
but
stardom.
as a stardom, I think it might. I'm trying to think of their age.
Well, age
difference
aside,
either.
James, I could
think
ask you a question.
I actually think it's Johnny Depp.
Do you really?
I actually think it's Johnny Depp. You think it's
Nick
Nicolas Cage?
and
Okay.
I don't think it's even a question.
Ooh.
Because Nick Cage, like this guy's making blockbusters.
Yeah. Okay.
What's a blockbuster that Depp's made that's not Pirates of the Caribbean? Lawyered.
I actually can't think of one now.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to end it on that note there. This man's confused face. So tune in next week where James is still confused and misses the intro.
Sounds about right.
James is going to sign us off in Nick Cage language.
Oh, think of a line.
Or Johnny Depp. You pick.
National treasure.
No, do Johnny. Fantastic. Goodbye.